For the first time ever, Taco Bell fans can make a Taco Bell approved Crunchwrap Supreme and Chipotle chicken quesadilla at home. There's just one problem with that. There's no such thing as a Chipotle chicken quesadilla at Taco Bell. So let's get into the story here. I'm going to complain about Taco Bell and their at-home items for however long this video is. So if that's interesting to you, then please continue. If not, please also leave it on in the background. Thank you. So now let's move on to the Crunchwrap Supreme, which in this, they say, hey, the Crunchwrap Supreme, it's iconic. I don't want to read this verbatim, but this is the press release. Crunchwrap Supreme, it's iconic. We wanted to make an at-home version. I understand that. Now, here's the problem with basically everything about that. It doesn't really make any sense what you get here for the price. This kit, I mean, they already sell taco kits, which are already kind of a ripoff, right? Which have taco shells and taco seasoning, and that's already a waste of everybody's money and time. Now you can get a Crunchwrap Supreme kit, but what you're really getting is 4 burrito-sized tortillas, 4 tostada shells, small tostada shells, 1 packet of taco seasoning, and some cheese sauce, which is probably going to suck. Based on everything we know about Taco Bell at home items, it's going to suck. So that's what you're getting in here. And now you might ask, well, what am I paying for this price, for this 4 servings of Crunchwrap Supremes, which just gives you the tortillas and a sauce, and you have to make everything about it, including the meat and chopping your own lettuce and tomatoes, getting sour cream, and assembling it. So essentially what you're getting here is off-the-shelf items, not a single one of which is actually unique to Taco Bell in one box. So maybe you save some money. That'd be the thing. Maybe it's cheap to get them all together like this, you know, so it's a cheap kit you can grab. But no, because it is $6.98. And that's the price everywhere. I have it set to Las Vegas right now, but this is the recommended retail price. $6.98 for this. For 4 tortillas, 4 tostada shells, a thing of cheese sauce, which is probably going to be tiny. I mean, they don't say how big it is, but it's probably going to be small and not taste good. But, I mean, even if it tastes good, you're not going to get enough for 4 Crunchwraps, I'll tell you that. That's the problem with these kits in general. I don't want to get into that too deeply, but most meal kits like this, they never portion things out the way you want them, and the amount of cheese sauce you're going to get in here is not going to be correct for 4 Crunchwraps. We all already know that. So that's what you're paying $6.98 for. Now, this one is already a terrible deal. As I said, Crunchwrap at home, you can do it already. And they acknowledge it in this press release. The reason they bring it up is because people make their own Crunchwraps on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all that good stuff. Share fan recipes and things like that. You know, a natural kind of fan thing for Taco Bell to now corporatize and take advantage of, to sell us a kit extremely uppriced so that we can also make shitty TikTok videos, I guess. So that's that, but that's already egregious enough, because the Crunchwrap Supreme, as I said, it's an icon, and they're just, you know, tearing it down slowly, but that's to be expected. It's called capitalism. The Chipotle chicken quesadilla, though, is really where it boggles my mind. It's unbelievable. It made me want to make this video because, honestly, I normally wouldn't care. The Taco Bell products are all crap, by the way. If you somehow got to this video and have never tried a grocery Taco Bell product, they're pretty much all bad. None of them taste like the actual restaurant, and that's the key thing. If you take one thing away from this video, you got to understand that any restaurant label food you find in the grocery store is never, ever, ever, ever going to be what it actually says it is from the restaurant. It's always very different on purpose. It will never be the same experience. They're just slapping their name on a product that is similar to the one in their restaurant, but it will never be the same, because that's cutting their own business off. They don't want anybody to be able to get a Crunchwrap at home, really. They instead have this kit so you can make it and make a TikTok video or whatever for your kids, and maybe it's a fun time for that, I guess, and they can make $7 off of you. But really, no, this isn't going to replace anybody who actually is like a fan of a Crunchwrap. You're going to still go to Taco Bell and get a Crunchwrap. This is not a replacement. This is an addition. But they often market things as at-home versions when it's really not. The Taco Bell seasoning at home doesn't taste like Taco Bell seasoning. The sauces don't taste like the sauces, especially, you know, you get into the Chipotle sauce, which they already sell. It doesn't taste like their Chipotle sauce at all. They got their own taco shells. They're not the same, and now they're doing this, and it's not the same thing, and it never is. Same with every other brand, P.F. Chang's, whatever. The only one that I've actually found that's relatively close is Checkers fries, which the frozen Checkers fries are pretty close to the restaurant. I mean, if you fry them, it's almost identical. I don't know, you know, why they decided to do it that way, but good on them. Maybe it's because they're a regional store with, like, you know, not that many locations, so they probably make a lot of money off the frozen fries. Whereas for Taco Bell, this is a secondary thing. But anyway, back to the Chipotle chicken quesadilla, an item which does not exist at all in the Taco Bell menu. It's not a thing. They have chicken quesadillas. Everybody loves a good chicken quesadilla. I love a good chicken quesadilla. I get them from Taco Bell all the time. The key ingredient of the chicken quesadilla at Taco Bell that makes it good is the sauce, which is a creamy jalapeno sauce, which is not in this. Not even a facsimile is in this. Instead, it's Chipotle, because they didn't even want to bother to make a new sauce. I'm assuming this Chipotle sauce is exactly the same sauce they already sell in the bottles, but just in a little packet in this kit, because they didn't want to actually recreate the quesadilla experience from Taco Bell, because if it was possible to get the sauce, the creamy jalapeno sauce from Taco Bell, if I could get that directly into my house, there's a good chance I wouldn't go back to Taco Bell for a long time, because honestly, that's the most addictive thing on the menu. It's the reason why a lot of people still buy chicken quesadillas, including me, who's broke. I'll still pay $5 for a quesadilla occasionally, because there's a combination of ingredients there. Very simple, but the sauce is what brings it all together. The chicken and cheese, you know, a chicken and cheese quesadilla is just a chicken and cheese quesadilla until you get to that sauce, which is what makes a Taco Bell quesadilla special, in my opinion, and I'm assuming most people's opinions. And it's probably why they order them. I order mine with extra sauce because the sauce is so good. But they'll never sell that sauce in a store, because that would take effort, first of all, and money, second of all. And the result would be less people would want to go to Taco Bell. That's probably what would happen, because more people would buy the sauce in the store. You know, is it a direct correlation? Probably not, but I would definitely stop buying chicken quesadillas if I could get the creamy jalapeno sauce in the store. I would never buy another $5-6 quesadilla. So fair point, I guess, in that sense, but it's so disingenuous to sell a Taco Bell Chipotle chicken quesadilla as an at-home item when it's not on the menu at Taco Bell. I mean, other companies do this too, like P.F. Chang's. They have items like meals that are on store shelves in the frozen section that they don't actually make in the store, in the restaurants. And the ones that they do, you can get that are the same name, are not even close to identical. It's just a thing across the map. But specifically for the price of these, it really pisses me off that you get 4 small flour tortillas, right? This is the same price. This is $6.98. You're getting 4 smaller quesadillas, the same, probably same size cheese sauce, and a thing of Chipotle sauce for the same exact price. So you can see there, 22 ounces, 17 ounces. That's probably the difference of the taco shells and the slightly bigger tortillas. And it's just ludicrous. And they have pictures here, which honestly don't even look that good. Like, maybe I'm tripping, but these pictures look really not good. Like, maybe they actually did do these pictures with the ingredients in the kit. I mean, obviously they edited them and all that good stuff, but maybe they actually did start with the actual ingredients, because they look kind of like homemade crappy quesadillas, honestly, and they look bad. The sauce doesn't even look good. It looks so artificial. The color, it just looks wrong. So anyway, that's the Chipotle chicken quesadilla. That was my rant for the day, that I wanted to get out of the way when I saw this news today when I woke up, and that they're already selling it. Hey, surprise drop, you can make your own Crunchwrap at home. And then saw the chicken Chipotle quesadilla. I had to let the world know. So that's all there is to it. With that, I'll see you all next time.